Welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. I think we're about to do the final chapter for Golden Route Triangle Strategy. There's only one more person in the entire continent that's standing in our way, and that is the Holy One and Eudor. I said one person, but really it's two. There are two more people that don't want us to succeed. And we gotta take them out. And then we will finally have our happy ending.
The path that House Wolffort walks leads them to the Hierophant's palace.
Alright, let's take them out.
They stand before the doors, determined to bring about a new age of happiness for all in Norzelia. With conviction in their hearts, Serenoa and his friends take their final steps forward, knowing that where this path ends, another will begin.
Final chapter for Norzelia. And once again, we get right into it, but not before some character story battles, or some character stories. We actually get a story battle, or a character story for Avlora, and another one for Milo here. So that's pretty huge, because Milo already has one character story, so this is her second. Serenoa and his allies ready themselves for one final battle, one that will put an end to the war over salt and iron for good. That's crazy. If we get one superior iron, then we can either increase Yulio's health or magic defense. It's whatever. We can get that or not get that, and I'll be fine with either decision. 10 superior timber, 10 superior fiber. One superior stone to increase Flanagan's physical defense is actually kind of nice. Hey there, RSB. Alright. 2 superior iron, I think. Oh wait, 1 superior stone, 1 superior iron. That's what we'll do. So this is the final chapter. Yes, it is. Oops. Now I need 9 quality iron. I didn't check to see how much quality stuff we needed. Oh yeah, I thought so. Flanagan actually has the power to be kind of a physical threat. Alright, what else am I going to go after? It's either going to be Hasabara or Trish. Wasn't there someone that would have done just more damage? Maybe I'm thinking about Flanagan? Should probably think about Flanagan. There are only 3 useful skills left. I think that we're actually out of useful skills at this point. Let's work on getting Flanagan this thing. 5 iron, 5 stone. Exactly who are we fighting again? We're going to be fighting the Hierophant and Minister Edor of Hyzant, Saintly 7. There we go. Why do I have a sense of deja vu? Well, hopefully it goes better than the last time we fought Edor. Alright, we're out of money. Let's see our character stories now. Alright, first let's do Milo. We'll save the best for last. Alright, Anna witnesses Milo doing something unusual in secret. Taking orders from the minister, huh?
I thought I told you not to sneak up behind me like that.
It's been some time since a bird came from Hyzant, hasn't it?
So you were spying on me. Did Wolfort order this?
No. Lord Serenoa is not the type to have his people surveilled.
It was Benedict that sent me.
But as his retainer, I would be remiss not to keep an eye out for those who might intend him harm.
I suppose there's no fooling you. Yes, I am Hyzant's spy.
What?
Do what you will with me. I fear neither torture nor execution.
I'm so surprised.
We would gain nothing by doing either. A plant may be poisonous or medicinal after all. Depending on how we use you, you could still serve House Wolfort.
I am a human being. Do not liken me to a mere object.
Even tools have feelings. You said it yourself, no?
So you did hear me.
You should understand this by now, Milo. Lord Serenoa would never use you, or any of us, as mere tools.
Indeed, he is too trusting. He would be easy to poison, had I a mind to do so.
Grant peaceful sleep to the wounded beast. What is the meaning of this?
Should House Wolfort rise in opposition to Hyzant, Serenoa is to be killed. It's a coded message. I only just received it. My master sees me as nothing but a tool. Now that my identity has been found out, my life is as good as forfeit. My master disposes of tools once they are no longer useful to him, you see. But he cannot dispose of me if I dispose of him first.
Oh.
Then you will aid us.
No, I will use you. I may be a tool, but I have my pride. I came here seeking power that I might protect myself. To avoid being disposed of, I needed to align myself with a strong house.
That explains
You're
everything.
a tough one, aren't you?
As tough as a weed, and poisonous too.
It kind of didn't make that much sense for Milo to actually become our ally in the fight at Castle Wolfort, but it kind of does now. She already kind of was sick of being used by Eudor, but she needed to have a stronger house to work under in order to get herself out from his grasp. Alright. Hewitt asks Avlora why she has joined their forces.
Our soldiers' morale will plummet if you keep looking so surly. I hear even training couldn't stop your thoughts from wandering elsewhere.
My apologies. My mind is filled with nothing but worry over Princess Cordelia.
All the brooding in the world won't make her recover faster. But tell me, what cause have you to be so concerned for Her Majesty?
She and I are not so different.
What do you mean?
After I was orphaned in the war, Lord Svarog took me in. I clawed my way up the hierarchy and rose to my current position. There were times when life looked so bleak, I thought I would die. But every time I reached my limits, I pushed right through them. Then this war broke out, and as things happened, I came to meet Her Majesty. Seeing her unwavering strength in the face of losing her family, her kingdom, I couldn't help but be reminded of who I once was.
Flashback to young or yep. Well, it's not really a flashback to young Avlora.
I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However,
the sad
Safeguarding the
music
kingdom
gives
comes
this makes
first.
this a bittersweet
Fighting at your
memory
side
instead
will
of
have
it being
to wait.
triumphant the first time we watch it.
General of Laura.
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled.
But this is significant because she's actually
I shall be
telling
your sword and shield,
Huette
my queen.
that this happened, because otherwise we wouldn't know about this. I mean, we, the player, knows about this. But the characters in the story don't know about this.
I am not made to rule, but Princess Cordelia is. Staring my death in the face, the only thought I had was that I must return to her side. That I had to survive for her sake. That single-minded determination is the only reason I made it here.
Be that as it may, you tried to destroy Glenbrook. I can never forgive you for that.
She did kill the whole
I don't care if
Kingsguard.
Lord Serenoa pardoned you. You killed my friends, my companions.
We were at war, and you were the enemy. It is simply the way of things.
That's totally fair.
Is that what you tell yourself?
Then what would you have me do?
You're the Esprasti General. What are you doing here? No! Don't kill me!
Ugh.
See? The people are the same. They feel nothing but hate and terror when they look at you.
I see that being so mean. I mean, I know why she's being so mean. She did literally kill all of her
I do
friends.
not expect forgiveness for what I've done, but I would do what I can to atone.
If you're serious about helping Princess Cordelia change things for the better, then don't look to me for answers. Look to that child, to the people.
Ask the people, you say?
I liked it. So that cutscene took place here in chapter 14. It wasn't really a like the character stories. You can get them after you reach a certain point in the story, and if you have enough battles with the characters. But then where they actually take place in the story is fixed, so the story is always the same. For example, we finally got the Roland character story finisher when we were like at chapter 17 on the first playthrough or something like that, after we had already taken the kingdom back. And actually it was our second playthrough, I think, and we already had Maxwell in the party and everything, and yet it still took place like way early on, back when we still were on the run from Esfros. And there was another cutscene that we had with Roland where he was still wearing the mask in that cutscene, even though we were past the point where he had took off his mask and you know, basically said, "Hey, I'm Roland." So, you know, care more about like what the actual character story is, and you can think about where it takes place in the actual storyline, and don't think of it as like, oh yeah, this is Avalora's story in chapter 21. Oh, you rolled a 99? Nice. That's a lot of points you just earned. Alright, we need to talk to Milo and Avlora. You've gathered quite the eclectic group of people to House Wolford, haven't you? And not a one of them doesn't have their use, whether it be for ill or good. Only the strong can win wars, that's why I'm here. I wonder what I'll do once we've claimed our victory. Does she only have 2? Oh, there it goes. I just can't seem to get along with Anna. Maybe it's because she's so much younger than me. It's probably because you're a Byzantian spy. Also, how much younger could she even be than Milo? I mean, Anna is an orphan that was raised by Benedict and House Wolford. But years ago, she was still like an assassin in training and was able to, you know, if you look at Anna's old stuff, she was basically able to, she's been capable for quite a number of years. So Huette is a Kingsguard. No wonder she despises me. Yeah. I've always believed I could win if I was strong enough, that I could have everything I desired, but now I know not what that is. There's nothing more agonizing than a child glaring at you through tears, but there was nothing I could say. Alright. All caught up on the stories. Alright. Sarah Noah and his allies ready themselves for one last battle, one that'll put an end to the war over salt and iron for good.
There's no one here.
How odd.
Lord Serenoa, perhaps it is time we see the true face of the Hierophant.
You should probably shoot an arrow or something like that. Don't walk up to the throne.
But this is...
A skeleton? It's been a skeleton all along.
What's the matter, Serenoa?
Oh, it's actually a person.
It's a machine.
Oh, it's a machine. Okay. That, is not what I expected. But she must be the automaton that we've been talking about for so long. But now we finally know what the Hierophant looks like.
Perhaps they left it here after the true Hierophant fled the palace.
No, I don't think so.
No. No one has ever seen behind these curtains, which could only mean...
Step away from the Holy One, you insolent swine.
Edor's been in control the entire time.
You mean to say this doll is your Hierophant? Just so.
Yeah, one of the Saintly Seven, and the only one permitted to hear the voice of the Hierophant. I always knew that, like, Edor was really the one in control. I was expecting it to be just a dead body back there, but a machine also kind of makes sense given that they have been experimenting with automatons for a while. The other alternative was that it was a really, really, really old person, and they were using the life force from the Roselle to keep the Holy One alive. But both of my guesses were wrong, and it ended up being a machine in the end.
You should feel honored to be the first to learn the truth.
This is the truth?
You forget your station. No matter. She can be replaced.
Was there ever a person behind those curtains? Or were the words you spoke on her behalf?
My own.
All his, yes.
Yep.
So you were pulling the strings in Hyzant all along.
That was pretty obvious.
The Holy State needed a leader. Had I not given it one, our nation would have long since fallen.
Ooh. Lore time.
3 decades ago, as the Salt Iron War raged on, the previous Hierophant fell ill. At a time when we most needed unity, the Saintly Seven began bickering amongst themselves. All fell into chaos.
Also, I wonder if his title thing has a new thing now. No, it's still the same.
Only I understood. The Saintly Seven were all so fallibly human, and no greedy human would ever be able to unite our people.
But none but a human can lead his fellow man.
Not so. I realized that the goddess herself could guide them, for she is eternal and absolute. And the next Hierophant should be just the same.
Yeah, eternal and absolute, yep.
By my own hand, I crafted an undying Holy One who would lead this nation in the goddess's name.
One interesting thing, though, is that since Idor is the only person that's able to listen to the voice of the Hierophant, if he were to die, then what would the other Saintly Seven do with the Hierophant? Like, they would eventually have to peek behind the curtain and realize, oh, wait, that's like, it's been a machine this whole time. Idor has lied to us all this time. It would have been disastrous.
You crafted a living thing.
Minister Lila's research made it all possible. She is an undying machine, moved by the power of Elfric. She is as absolute as the goddess herself.
Yeah, so she was actually being powered by the Elfric.
You were the one putting words in her mouth.
In this storyline, we actually have not learned that the Elfric is powered by the souls of the Roselle. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to come up pretty soon.
You've done nothing but deceive your people this whole time.
And what is so wrong with that? Unlike my fellow saints, I do this not for myself. Need you proof? Witness the peace and prosperity Hyzant enjoyed for decades. The people's faith in the goddess deepened, and they rejoiced over her blessings of equality and happiness. Until you heretics ruined it all.
I will not deny wanting to bring happiness to the people. Any leader would want the same. However, I refuse to stand by as you preach lies and deceive those you were meant to lead. You betray your people's trust.
People cannot make the right choice without knowing the whole truth. Keeping them in the dark makes it impossible for them to see the other paths before them. The goddess's path, your path, is not the only true one.
Hyzant has deceived its people for many long years. They used the Roselle and tricked their own people. If that is truly what the goddess believes, then she is evil incarnate.
Oof. Strong words for a theocrat.
Enough of your senseless ideals. Pretty words alone won't save anyone. Humans are fools. The wise must protect them and show them the way. For fools, thinking is tiresome. Decisions terrifying. Reality breeds discontent. Freedom gives rise to greed. Free will creates doubt, and ideals of justice lead to conflict. Ridding people of these things is the only true path to happiness and peace. How can you not see that the people want to be controlled?
That is not your decision to make.
The hard cut from the music. I love it.
People err in judgment. There are times when our hearts cloud our eyes to the right path. Call it foolishness if you want, but we can learn from our mistakes.
Cutting to the early fight music.
We can find others to walk a new path with us. Denying that means robbing the people of their chance to grow.
The people need neither a new path nor growth. They have me to show them what is right.
Then we will do away with both you and your rule. Even if your puppets live forever, it won't mean a thing.
No. My rule is immortal. The perfect Elfric has been completed. And now that it flows within me, I am as eternal as the Hierophant and the goddess herself.
Okay.
So Elfric was a study on immortality.
Your will is to live and control the people forever. Just what are they to you?
They are my beloved children, adorable and pitiful in their foolishness and misery.
You lie. You fear your people. You fear them learning the truth and denying your rule. You cannot accept the fact that you are as foolish as them. And it is out of this fear that you seek to control them. You are nothing but a coward, Edor.
The absolute fear nothing. Be gone from this world.
No. If you are so absolute, prove it. Shatter our convictions.
Very well then. It is time you knew the goddess's true power.
Oh. Oh.
More puppets?
Well. Oh. Uh-oh.
They are innumerable.
Oh no. We're in trouble.
Do not falter. Our convictions will never be shaken.
My convictions are shaken.
Friends of House Wolfort, it is time we end Edor's reign of deception. To arms! Together, we shall strike down this false saint.
Do not back down. We're kind of trapped anyway. There's no way that we would be able to back down if we wanted to. Hierophant is a level 50 healer. TP to damage. Increases damage dealt the greater your TP is. Resist all. Grants immunity to all status ailments. Charge TP, gain 1 TP. Okay. Deal non-elemental damage to one target. That's a lot of damage that does. Pull strings. Summon a puppet on a selected square. Well, that's just annoying. Heed me. Chance to tempt all enemies in range for 2 turns. Divine Punishment. Deal non-elemental damage to all enemies with 3 or more TP. Okay, that's pretty tough there. Eudor. Act again. He gets 2 turns in 1. Divine Blessing. Receive 1 instance of invincibility at the end of your turn. Oh, 1 instance of invincibility. So I have to hit him twice in order to even start doing damage. Resist all. No status effects. Drain life. Draw in a single enemy. Deal non-elemental magic damage and steal 1 TP. Grant 1 TP to an ally, raise their strength for 3 turns, and move their turn directly after your own. Whew. Ball of Judgment. Deal lightning magic to an enemy. Have a chance to paralyze them. Spreads on water. And Puppet Master. Summon the Hierophant on the selected square. Okay, so I'm assuming that he's only going to be able to summon 1 Hierophant. That'd be kind of broken otherwise. And then these guys... Explode when defeated in battle, dealing physical damage to all adjacent enemies. That's just annoying. Deal fire type damage, deal ice type damage. Deal physical damage. Okay. What's the victory condition here? Defeat Eudor. I thought so. Alright. Might be time to cheat. He's so fast, though. I kind of want to start off with Quahog. And then just, like, teleport him directly into the allies. But this is a pretty big map, though. So it's not really going to work out. Like, I wish that he were a little bit faster. Let's see, Quahog has 31 speed. Eudor probably has 40 speed. 41 speed even. That's one tough cookie. So these are all the same. Alright, if we can manage to kill, like, multiple... let's see, what are these things here? All enemies with 3 or more TP. At least you can't start off with that. Chance to tempt all enemies in range for 2 turns. And then summon a puppet. So, that's annoying, but, like, I can kind of deal with a lot of that. Their movement isn't that fast either. So there are really 2 approaches here. Wait, what speed do they have? 23 speed. They're all slow. Like, everything's slow except for the Hierophant and the and Eudor here. So the 2 approaches are kill all the puppets, make sure that the Hierophant never has enough TP to keep them up, and then whittle them all down. That's one approach. The other approach is literally just Quahog swap spaces with Eudor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to work yet. It'll be like 1 turn basically, where we swap spaces with Eudor, bring him into a whole bunch of melee range, and then we just like use delay strike and Jens's constricting net, and what other delay abilities do we have? Travis has a delay ability as well. Yeah, he has impeding strike here. So we can just like constantly delay his turn enough so that he doesn't get to play. I don't know why Trish would be recommended here.
I live to serve.
The honor is mine.
Two-fold turn. Gonna need to heal. Gonna need some tankiness. Gonna need yens.
I'll give it a try.
Understood.
Gonna need Quahog. Let's see what we've got so far. Do I need Benedict? I don't think I need Benedict. The viewer picks? Well, I have Eridor and Yens and Anna. I'm missing Huette. Huette is kind of nice here in particular. Like, this is a good spot for Huette to be on. Archibald probably is technically better. Because we need to have, like, good ranged damage for sure.
I won't let you down.
Kind of want to have a second healer or another tank. Deal non-elemental magic damage. Okay, so that's annoying. And this is magic damage, right? So Ball of Judgment is the only thing. And it's range 4, and it hits one target. So Eudor isn't that deadly. He's pretty deadly, but he's not that deadly. He'll hit one person for a lot of damage. What do I think she's going to do first turn? Probably Magic Bullet, right? That makes sense. Where do I think she's going to move to? Is she going to back up or is she going to go forward? Who would she want to kill with Magic Bullet? Non-elemental magic damage. I could bait her in with Eridor. So that, that's a range of 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think that she will take this diagonal if she's going to attack from here. And then I could push her in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she'd be on this square. Anna will have already taken her turn, unfortunately. So then she would end up here, if I'm correct in my assumption. What's my movement like? I have a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's perfect. And then I can move her from there to here. All of this is kind of a big if. Like, maybe this will work, but maybe I just die in one turn. Eudor is not able to hit Eridor from here, though, so that's good. She is actually able to hit, like, everyone. Like, if she decides to go forward instead, that'd be really bad. So I'll go over here to make sure that it's less likely that that happens. Why is she not able to hit that square in particular? Hey there, Hilda. What's really annoying is that she actually might start off with Divine Punishment, because it deals non-elemental magic damage to all enemies with 3 or more TP. And like, we start off the battle with 3 TP. Why is she able to hit just that? Oh, Magic Bullet must have must actually be a straight line probably, right? What does she have with a range of 8? Tempt all enemies in range for 2 turns. Yeah, I was wrong. She's definitely going to use Divine Punishment for her first turn, which means that I probably am not going to actually be able to cheese her here. So how many people get to not get hurt from that? I'm definitely going to need another healer, for sure. Alright, it's Medina's time to shine here. Medina, who was so useless for so long. I need 10 HP recovery pellets in order to use that. Medina's finally useful. Alright, I think that this is going to be the strat. But also, this might not work out anyway, because I think that you need TP for this. Yeah, you need 4 TP in order to use Celestial Salve. So, still not going to be that useful, but at least she can counteract the global damage that gets dealt. I really hope that I guess right on what she does first turn 1. Pretty sure this is going to be one of those where we just like literally just kill Eudor when we're just about to die. We could do it the other way where we just kill everything and then work on Eudor, but I think this is going to be a pretty tough one. Final battle.
Edor Delmira, in the name of the countless who have suffered under your cruel ambitions, I shall strike you down!
You speak of ambitions as if they are anathema. But what is this but the result of your own lust for power?
Oh look, he's got a new profile now. Like, he used to be so, like, prim and proper, but now he's got, like, the little evil aura and, like, the strained voice. Or the strained face.
How many of you care to stand here before me? How much blood has been spilled? There is only one truth, her truth, and I shall send you before her begging for mercy.
I must remain calm.
Alright. We might win this turn, or we might immediately lose.
What? It's moving! Everyone, on your guard!
I will end this.
Why am I able to get hit? Sometimes, but not others. I don't understand what this character's range is.
Shadows conceal me.
There is no
Okay, she
mercy
actually does
on that
nothing. That's less than ideal. I suppose we could funnel our forces on one side, because killing each of these individually shouldn't be that much of a big deal. Either way, I think... Oh man. Just look at this. This is fair.
This must work.
I'll try my best.
Oh, wait. Who is this over here? That's Medina?
Faster!
Incredible! This battle is ours. Focus.
Alright, getting rid of some of this TP.
Defeat is not an option. I am your shield.
I'll do my utmost.
Oh man, I have an idea. If I use fast acting salve, then I can get some really nasty stuff going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 13. It's like, it's too much though. Like I could one round the Hierophant this next turn, but it would take up like 4 QP in order to do it. It's not worth it.
Thank you.
I'll give it my best. Please work.
Hope you're ready.
I have nothing to get rid of my TP with.
I shall do what I can. Make the most of this.
I appreciate it.
You won't beat me! I'll be your shield!
Alright, so it's not actually attacking us. That worked out perfectly somehow. It's like literally exactly what we needed it to happen. So they're at a TP now and did 0 damage in doing so. Alright, what do we got next? So Quahog is turn 3. Benedict is turn 2 here. So we get quite a number of turns here because Divine Punishment takes 4 TP. So we're good for a little bit here. And Edor's still out of range, can't actually like do anything from this range. He has Act Again and a movement of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's able to hit just there if he uses his max range. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I would put a trap there if I wanted to trick him into going forward. And then he would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares if he were to fall for it. I don't think he will. There's no way that, you know, they programmed this boss to be that aggro this early on. We're kind of running out of squares here, though. If I do nothing, then I'm still fine. I still only have 2 TP. Well, actually, I don't have to worry about TP right now because I'm in a good position. So then, what do I want to do here? Benedictus next turn. I could give Birds of Prey to someone and get them in range to do something here. After that is Quahog, who could use turn back time onto Travis and get his invincibility back. I doubt any unit could solo this map. Agreed. Huet does damage next. And then Edor, and then we get this guy. And then Medina. And this guy. And then Jens. Okay. I think that Anna's just gonna wait this turn here.
I shall try my level best.
And then Benedict will also wait a turn here.
I'll try my best.
Oh, you know what I could actually do? I didn't even think about this. Oh, no one's in range. If I wait this turn and they get a little bit closer, then I can actually put them in a position to be surrounded. I don't really necessarily want them to be surrounded because they explode when they die. I don't know how much damage they do either. Probably should have brought some Lancers here. Oh wait, I was going to turn back time on to Travis. Give him his invincibility back.
Let time flow in reverse.
This battle is ours. My arrow flies true. The battle has only begun.
You've done it now!
You know too much.
Coming through!
I can now actually use Impeding Strike.
I've had enough of you!
I'll do my utmost.
I could grant TP to someone, but I don't know that I necessarily want to. Actually, if I grant TP to Gila, then she's able to use an auto-revive on someone.
Here you go.
I'll give it my best. This is my way of doing things.
Oh, I only get 2 turns for that. Right. Because... oh, man. Let's see how much damage this does. 30? Okay, that's not so bad.
Cool heads shall prevail. Fear not, for I am by your side.
Miraculous Light onto... Eridor.
The victory is within reach.
Into the shadows.
Things are about to go south so quickly.
Victory is ours.
I've been waiting for this!
I'm not invincible. So it's kind of awkward for Edor to be able to hit me from there. But he has to use up 2 turns and get close to me. If I go here... 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, so actually Edor can't hit me from here. Because he'll get hit by the spring trap if he tries.
Come and get me!
Only got 1 of them, but that's okay.
Let us try out their weakness.
Because this guy actually can only hit Serenoa.
A brief respite.
Hey there, Slate.
Get him yet!
The final boss is Picoletta, because there's a decoy. I might turn back time on this guy just to give me another turn to not have to deal with him. Or since he's turned 22, I could actually move him. I could actually move him here. I could distort its space with him. Yeah, and then just move out of the way. No one's able to hit me from here, right? Okay, so we're good.
Here goes. Let's try this.
This battle is won.
Your lives are forfeit, he says.
Time to take flight.
This one's taunted, so it's not that big of a deal. I deal the most amount of damage to this one, right? That's a back attack compared to a not back attack.
Yeah! This battle is won.
Nice.
You are not but a soulless husk, and you have no voice with which to speak. Norzelia ill needs a leader such as you.
Count on me.
Alright, the strategy has worked so far. We kind of need one round here, though. Are we going to be able to? Turn 18. Let's see. Anna isn't close enough and can't poison her. Her back is facing this way, or she's facing in this direction. So I can impeding strike her. But at this point it's kind of awkward because this guy's here. Serenoa can't actually reach the Hierophant, so he'll have to take care of this automaton. Oh, nice dodge. Very important. Now let's make sure that we don't die here. 1, 2, 3. So if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only way to do this is for the Hierophant to actually be in position here. So we can impeding strike to move their turn back to be behind Eridor, and I can do a shield pushback.
Just give up! Did you see that?
He's got steel back, so he's fine here. Anna comes over this way and throws poison at this guy. Actually does not finish him off because doesn't have enough TP.
I must remain calm.
What next? So Jens could do constricting net on this guy and do what? Put him back to turn 13. That's actually pretty big. Who's turn 13? That puts him after Eridor. It's not that significant. Or he can constricting net this guy and put him to turn 12. That's right before Eridor. Let's see what else we can do. We can constricting net the boss. That puts him to turn 19, which is after Anna. I kind of like that. But not after Quahog, though, unfortunately. At some point in time, we need to heal Eridor. Gila's turn 9. The only people that this guy can attack are Serenoa, my invincible Anna, or he's probably going to attack Anna, because Anna has the lowest defense. Anna's invincible, though. So I think that the plan with Eridor is to use shield knockback and then knock them into here. But then that kind of is not that great because they'll have 4 TP. Well, they'll be able to use Heed Me, which tempts all targets within for 2 turns, which I really don't like. I might end up actually pushing the Hierophant that way instead. And then the only person they could possibly tempt would be Eridor. But I can turn back time and stop that from being a big deal. Or if I push them further this way and then run backwards, then they can't tempt anyone. But do I need to instead focus on taunting these enemies here, since they're all in our back line at this point? This one moves pretty quickly. Oh, Sereno's gonna kill this one with, well, I guess just with an attack, I guess. Or maybe this one dies to poison? No, I think the poison does 40 damage. I forget how much poison did the last time. I could also just kill this one with Jens. I feel like Jens has better uses than swinging his hammer at something. Like if I could tell where the... Oh, you know what? You know what would be really sick? Let's see. Ramfo knocks them back 5 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could put a trap there, which we can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we actually can. Then that could put the Hierophant like way out of commission for a bit. Just count this again one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's definitely the best thing for me.
Me too. Can't be. Forward. Not so fast.
It's not so much damage. Alright. So this guy's taken care of. I need to get in position for Anna to help me kill one of these. It's turn 16 though. Let's see, that's turn 16. I get steel back. Actually, oh wait, okay, this is good. This is fine. Steel back. All right, I'm invincible. I forgot.
Let us try out their weakness.
I thought they actually did 0 damage. All right, let's see what we got here. Turn 14. Did we win? We're close. We're pretty close to winning. even though we haven't actually gotten to the main gimmick of the battle yet, which is replacing the puppets. Welcome back, Cheesy. I kind of want to not use any TP for what's this called right now? Because if I use Medina and give him one more TP, or actually next turn he gets to use twofold turn if he saves up. Alright, so Benedict does something. I don't know what that thing is yet. Quahog does nothing. And then this guy does something. Oh, I really hope that they don't move here. Oh, they're gonna move there, aren't they? I might need to stop that from happening. I can't even risk that from being a thing. Because that kind of goes from we're winning to we just die immediately. I get the feeling that Huet plus Serenoa killed this guy, and if not, the poison definitely does. Oh, but you know what? If the... Okay, hang on. Let me think about this. No, this is good. This is still good. I should attack this one. Most amount of damage possible.
I must keep a clear mind.
Let me heal your wounds.
We heal Eridor here.
Yeti.
That's the stuff. Come at me.
Eridor rams foe here.
Out of my way. Hurts, don't it?
Beautiful. Thank goodness Eridor didn't do anything there. 100% chance. Okay, so that guy's dead.
You've left yourself open.
We literally healed the amount that we would have taken, or that we took as damage, which is good. They use up 3 TP in order to make another puppet, but that's the first one that they've made, and we've killed like 3 of them or 4 of them. All right, what do we do now? Anna can kill something, probably this one here. Where's Gila? She's at 0 TP right now. Quahog's at 2. Benedict's at 1. Okay, so if we actually give Benedict 1 TP here, then he actually gets to make another dragon shield. So I don't have a shield, neither does Travis. Eridor doesn't, neither does Serenoa. So if we move here, give Benedict another thing, or even better, if I sit here and use double items, and then give Gila some. First, let's give Benedict some, just to make sure that we're going to be able to do that.
Here you go.
Utmost thanks.
And then also give Gila some,
Here you go.
and then get in position here. Medina put in work. And then we can't actually kill this guy, unfortunately. I don't think. Yeah, we only deal 120 damage to him. I'd have to use critical blows in order to actually kill this guy. We do 120 damage to this guy. Doesn't kill him though. But turn 3, we get... Oh, hang on. We get one more turn though. I think this is the play. Distort. Oh, I get to distort its space actually. Hang on. This is great actually.
I see that seemed to work. How that seemed to work.
I must keep a clear mind.
No, I actually lose both my shields if I do that. Well, I mean, I give up 2 shields, and then I get 4.
Coming through.
I don't quite get 4, because I'm going to use up one of them here. Oh wait, I'm going to use up one of them here. That's actually okay. Does this one actually die if I do this? Yeah, they died to impeding strike. Now the question is, do I want to stop this one at 9? That puts them to turn 17, or do I want to do this one instead, which puts this guy to turn 18? This is the same thing, really. So actually I don't get to give, yeah, that's okay.
Let us pry out their weakness. This must work.
Alright, gave up 2, gained 4.
I'll give it my best.
Hey dear. Next turn. What are we doing next? Serenoa can't get to the square. Huette can go here and then attack this guy, killing it. Victory's so close, I can smell it. Oh wait, actually no, I can't. Yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. There are only 5 puppets left. And we've actually been doing a great job of actually literally doing exactly what the boss battle demands of us. I wonder if it's better to stop the Hierophant from getting too close to us. Kind of it is. Like, well, they don't actually have any TPs, so they can't do anything other than use Magic Bullet right now. So they'll probably charge TP on this turn.
Have another. For the honor of House Wolfort.
Do I have Hawk's Dive? I do. Okay, let's use Hawk's Dive instead. No need to lose 2 shields here.
Now that hits the mark.
I shall do what I can.
And we're like all healed up for the most part, mostly invincible as well. Yep, thought so. Charge TP, no movement.
Nice try.
Oh, the dodge. We keep our invincibility. We lose our invincibility on that one. Keep our invincibility there. I actually have too much TP at this point. I need to use up some of it. I can use the focus plus sight set here. And then that'll give me more damage than anything I could do here anyway. Well, not really. So if I do Shadow Stitch Arrow, so I'll hit each of these for about 70 damage if I use sight set here. If I instead use Shadow Stitching Arrow, it only costs 2 TP instead of 3. And I'll do like 200 and more than, I do about 200 damage. So 70 on 3 enemies, which is 210, or 200 damage on 1 enemy, which is about 200. So I think that it's fine to just use Shadow Stitch Arrow here. 176, 176. Maybe I'm thinking about Archibald, where I do more damage the further away I am.
Try this.
Follow my lead, just as I planned.
What does the boss battle demand you to do? Okay, well, this boss over here deals lots of damage if you have more than 3 TP, which means you have to use up your abilities. You can't just like store them up. So, or you have to like make sure that you got the, if you do have enough TP, that you actually have enough time to like get rid of it before the boss's turn comes and she uses her ability on you. Benedict, Quahog, Serenoa. That does 150 damage, so we should kill.
This victory is within reach.
How many shields does that break? Benedict doesn't have a shield, Serenoa does. Quahog does not. Okay, it only breaks 1 shield.
Victory is within reach.
You won't beat me!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. Well, not really perfect, but good at least.
Come and get me!
Got both of them.
Whatever it takes.
Dina's still invincible. Does not have 3 TP.
Take that! Is it my turn?
I can wait this turn, get some health back.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Attack and retreat. Divine Punishment on Yin's, because unfortunately he has 4 TP right now. He literally died. Alright.
My turn.
So that explains why you need to make sure you don't have any TP. That was something else. Like, imagine if they just like started off with that and just killed your entire team. Backwards toss.
This one'll hurt.
Let me heal your wounds.
They won't be able to use that again for another turn. So Gila can cast an auto revive on someone next turn here. Ian's got nuked. Yeah. Stream apparently is dying a bit. Like, we're only at half of the bit rate that we're supposed to be at. I'm hoping that it kind of stops happening soon.
Forward. Yeah. Over here.
Alright. We're in a pretty good spot now. Anna gets to do nothing for a little bit.
I will end this.
It's actually kind of annoying that they're retreating like that.
Is it my turn?
Turn 3. Oh, she can't do anything yet. Okay, so that's good. So, one thing that I'm thinking of is if I get to this square with Quahog, then I distort space and put Edor on this square and then push him into our units. His most damaging move is Ball of Judgment. Drain Life is also kind of annoying. And then we need to basically just delay him over and over again with Delaying Strike, Impeding Strike. Impeding Strike takes 2 TP. So we can do that next turn probably. And I have a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This battle is ours.
Alright, they did not charge TP that turn, which is actually even better for us.
Whatever it takes.
Alright, what do we need to do next? We need to give someone an auto revive, because someone's going to probably die. Edor. Let's use another double items just to make sure that I'm good here.
Here you go.
Turn 10, alright.
Here you go.
Alright, Edor's still not... Edor's still underestimating us here. so Quahog moves on turn 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually moves to this square once that's done.
Shall we begin?
Miraculous Light onto Serenoa. Probably onto Huette. Huette's the most likely to just randomly die in a fight here. Because, so the issue here is going to be that he's going to do nothing for one turn, I'm hoping. If he doesn't move, then we start killing Edor this turn. Turn 4, turn 5. So he's supposed to move to this square here. We're going to have him surrounded by Anna and Travis and Serenoa. And then we just use impeding strikes and things like that to stop him from taking any turns. We need to get one freebie on him so that he doesn't actually, do anything. Well, actually, if I move up one square, then actually the first strike that breaks his invincibility is going to be running into Serenoa. That could be useful. But even still, he has full TP right now, which means that he's definitely going to use Ball of Judgment, which would be no good. And we basically have to one-round him because he's going to... Oh, Ball of Judgment has how much range? 0 through 4. It only hits one target and doesn't deal that much damage, if I'm honest. It'll kill Eridor, but that's about it. So he'll be on this square then. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as Huette is on this square, then she's safe. So then I really do need to make sure. So Eridor has it. We need to give it to Serenoa. Or Travis.
Fear not, for I am by your side. Time to work.
Where shall we strike?
Alright, he didn't move still. It's pretty scary stuff.
Is it my turn?
Yep, it's your turn. Make sure we're on the right square. Alright, Quahog, try to survive.
You scorned the natural order, giving life to the lifeless. You're beyond saving Edor.
Here's our turn. Medina having her own dialogue versus Edor?
So much talent and wisdom, all made to serve a single man's desires. How many have suffered at the altar of your pride?
I needn't concern myself with the opinion of one such as you. Talent and wisdom is worthless without a guiding hand, and that hand is mine.
I see you are beyond reasoning. All that is left for us is to ensure your twisted philosophy ends with you.
Sorry, Quahog. I know that was painful.
Try out their weakness.
Ooh. Time to twofold turn? Oh. I need to in tandem, actually. To get Serenoa in here.
fast.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Move him to turn 8. Oops.
And I shall grant you a swift death.
Your misguided ideals threaten to corrupt the realm, Serenoa Wolford. I shall cut you down, cut the spread at the source.
Your misguided ideals threaten to corrupt the realm, Serenoa Wolford. I shall cut off their spread at the source. Repent, and I shall grant you a swift death.
I walk a path unclouded by doubt. A path of my own making. Come what may, my steps shall never waver.
You fools! Your chance for repentance is drawing to an end.
I'll make this quick. That hit the mark.
Alright, I think we're good.
The hunt is on.
Oh, unfortunate. Oops.
However, there is no doubting what we must do now. For the good of one and all, we shall deny your future and strike you down where you stand. We've come to many crossroads in our journey, and not always taken the right path.
Soldiers aren't meant to think. Be quiet and accept your judgment.
Take aim. Victory is ours.
I guess I just won't fast forward anymore because literally everyone has something to say to Edor.
Count on me.
Turn 7. Unfortunately, he gets another turn. If I battle cry, then I can use fast acting to delay him another turn. Should I do that? Probably. But also I kind of want to heal Serenoa. Gila will heal him though. Yeah, Gila will heal him. Let's go, Medina. Actually carrying the fight.
I pray this helps.
Why are you able to hit me still? Bolt of Judgment, range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not actually able to hit me. Do you have some sort of like magic bullet-like thing? Drain life. Nope, that's not it either. I don't know what he's able to do to hit me, so I'll just have to deal with it when it comes. I'm invincible anyway. Delaying strike again. Oh no, it doesn't actually delay him. I guess the devs know.
That hit the mark.
Heed me. Oh, I forgot that Quahog was over there. It's been so long since they've had their turn.
I'll be the first to admit I ain't much for words. But even a fool can see what sets my lord apart from the likes of you. When Serenoa speaks of Norzelia, of its future, I feel hopeful. With you, I feel only the cold cruelty of a man who thinks he's better than me.
What use is hope? The poison that robs people's hearts and gives them false pretenses. And when those ridiculous ideals aren't met, they suffer. Hope must be stamped out. The flock must learn to be led.
Hello, me. That hit the mark.
Let's see what I got left. Nothing? Alright. Anna's so dead here. It's so sad. She'll just have to dodge, just dodge him.
End the war. Prepare to die.
You misguided little girl. It is I and I alone who has the power to end this. And when I do, I shall awaken House Wolford from their delusion.
Have another! Over here!
Alright, let's see what he does for his one turn. Probably kills someone just outright. Serenoa has an auto revive, right? Yes, he does. Okay. Clutch dodge? Nope. Doesn't do enough damage anyway. I was not expecting Benedict.
My turn.
Will this actually do anything to him? Even though it does no damage? Which way is he facing? Oh, Serenoa. Okay. Turn 13.
I ain't not but a simple mountain folk. But it don't take a great mind to tell you're a man of wicked intent.
I'll pay no heed to heathens and criminals. Your end is nigh.
I've had enough of you.
I know that it says that it delays. Alright, it did delay. Good.
Shall we begin?
Alright, you have no TP left, right? You're able to do Ball of Judgment again next turn. Never mind. I could Ball of Judge. I could do that, or I could heal 3 people instead. You know, the 3 people that are actually going to kill. Let's see what Quahog does. Alright, that could have been really disastrous.
I'm afraid this may hurt.
I'll do my utmost.
Let's see. What's my best use of my time here? I have to use a healing potion on 2. Well, actually, I have to make sure that I don't have enough TP or too much TP for one thing. If I do this, then I can give Benedict a 2-fold turn for his next turn.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I can't give him another one because then he'll be able to be hit by her crazy attack, even though she doesn't actually have the ability to use that yet. But I'll give it to Travis so he can use another impeding strike.
Here you go.
I owe you one.
Defeat is not an option. Wait your turn.
You're wide open.
Well, he was turn 9, now he's turn 10, so we still don't get the delay. but he's dead next turn. I think that Anna kills him. If he doesn't, then Eridor kills him. Or if she doesn't, then Eridor kills him. Or actually, Huette might kill him even.
This battle is ours.
I was so close to killing him. Huette almost got it. If I get a crit, then I actually do kill him. Only an 85% chance of hitting though, so actually I should probably do focus followed by just a regular attack. So Anna definitely kills him now.
Your orders?
Yep. GG's, 92% chance to hit, but actually it's 100% because Travis can finish him off.
This is the end.
My divine rule was to last forevermore.
Nicely done. We only lost Yens. Sad that we did lose Yens, but you know, it couldn't be helped. We tried our best. I didn't even realize that he when he got more. Oh, I do know actually. He attacked once rather than using an ability. And that caused him to have 3 TP. What a crazy move, though. Just attack everything on the map that has 3 TP or more.
Yeah. Saranoa Wolfort. It must feel good to wield your blade for your ideals.
It's actually pretty surprising that you're able to get 2 Miraculous Lights off, as well as 2 Dragon Shields, because both of those cost 4 TP. So I'd say that we handled that pretty well. That was a very challenging boss battle that really made you kind of engage with the game's mechanics a lot. I think that was a well done final boss. What I thought was going to happen was we were just going to 1v1 Edor, and it was going to be one of those victory lap type of battles where you've done all the difficult stuff and now you're just fighting a kind of easy boss in order to kind of show how cool you are in the story. A good example of this would be Breath of the Wild, for example, where the final boss of that game is really, really easy, but it comes right before a very difficult boss, so that you can kind of have your difficult boss fight, but then you have this cinematic, oh, this is so awesome, look at how cool the ending of this game is, type of battle afterwards. But now, grab some popcorn and enjoy the true ending here.
But you will regret it in time. Human greed will fill the void left behind by the goddess. Those you sought to bring happiness to will criticize and condemn you.
I know. That is the fate of a leader of men. But I will never stop believing in people. I will walk beside them toward a better tomorrow.
I once believed in the same ideals. I prayed to the goddess endlessly for the people's salvation. But she never answered my prayers and the people remained fools. Only then did I realize the goddess did not exist. That I had to save my people by mine own hand.
Wow, the saint of religion. Sacrosanct? Who knew?
Edor, why not put your faith in people once more?
No way we're saving this guy.
You would forgive even me.
I'm as surprised as you are.
You must atone for your wrongs, of course. But after that...
Oh, we're just gonna arrest him. Yeah, I mean, put him in jail. You know, however many war crimes he's committed. That's probably, what, a 500-year sentence? He is immortal, after all.
Fools.
You naive fools, he's going to definitely use the Elfric to explode himself.
What have you done?
I have activated the remaining Elfric in the palace. Soon, all will be reduced to dust.
What a surprise.
But why?
Remember this, Serenoa Wolfort. Not everyone is like you. Humans will never be cured of their stupidity. No matter how much you love your fellow man, inevitably, he will betray you.
Be that as it may, I still choose to believe.
Let's go, Serenoa. He's not naive, he's just forgiving.
Then know this. The path you would walk will lead nowhere but despair. I will await you in hell.
Alright, we gotta get out of here.
The palace is collapsing!
We must go now.
That means you too, Serenoa.
Even if I sink into the depths of despair, I will find a path out. As long as I keep walking, there will always be hope.
Hurry, Serenoa!
Exactly. We don't want Frederica's ending all over again. Not a moment too soon. He actually, oof, that would have been pretty rough. Did we make it out?
The Hierophant's Palace, once a symbol of prosperity in the holy state of Hyzant, crumbles and sinks into the source.
How ironic.
Taking Edor and his baleful puppets along with it. So it is that the long war that began with the unearthing of salt crystals comes to an end. The hearts of the Norzellian people are shaken to learn of the new sources of salt, the Rosellan history of the land, and the end of an era of 3 warring nations. Once the Hyzantians learn the truth of the goddess's teachings, their influence is shattered, and the holy state descends into chaos. In Esfrost, the late Archduke's staunch followers refuse Svarog's new rule.
Even though things worked out okay for the war, things still aren't perfect, which makes sense. We need to figure out, I wonder what they're going to do with the citizens of Hyzant. Like, I don't know how many of them were complicit or like even knew about what happened with the Roselle, or like what was going on with the Roselle, or the extent of their punishment or anything like that. Because like, if you're a Hyzantian child and you're like born after the war, right? So now you're 30 years old or so. You've never seen a Roselle outside of the source because they stay locked in there. Like, are you to blame for what happened? Like, Edor was the one that caused all of it. We need to have, like, who's going to rule Hyzant now? Or, like, I guess it would be Lila. Lila could rule Hyzant. That seems like a good compromise.
Fortunately, the tumult is short-lived. Serenoa, Roland, and their loyal companions show the way, espousing the tenets of a new Norzellia. One built around the ideals of mutual understanding and cooperation. Gradually, doubts are dispelled and anxieties allayed. Peace returns to the realm under the rule of King Roland of Glenbrook. And for the first time in history, all the people of Norzelia take their first steps on a new path. Together.
Well, technically for the second time. The first time was Chapter 2. Epilogue. The hawk flies free. I really thought that this was going to be the wedding here. Maybe they're preparing for it.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh dear. Are you okay?
Hey, let's go play hide and seek over there!
Wow, Roselle and children playing in Castletown.
I never thought I would see the day my people would be welcome anywhere. Yet here we are.
That's so huge.
It truly is a dream come true.
It really is.
It took some time for everyone to adjust, but now it feels like the Roselle have been here their whole lives.
Aye. With things finally settling down here, the young lord and King Roland can move the people forward. One step at a time.
Indeed. And we must do everything in our power to see their plans through.
Here's Farag.
Frederica, how good it is to see you again. Glenbrook seems to have gotten back on its feet.
Uncle to Gustavov and Frederica. Former Archduke of Esfrost. Former Archduke of Esfrost? Who did he give it up to? Let me think. Who would he give it up to? Did Sicris live and become the Archduke? That's too much for me to hope for.
It has, Uncle. How fares Esfrost?
Some of Gustavov's most loyal followers resisted the change, but we managed to peacefully resolve our differences in time.
Ain't that a relief?
Truly, it is. I would be loath to sully Esfrost's history any further, and I am certain Dragan would agree.
Hey, it's Lila.
Well, well. To think dignitaries can stand about chatting in the open like this. What a world we live in now.
Former Saintly 7 Minister of Medicine. Former Saintly 7 Minister and Overseer of the Ministry of Medicine. She is a woman of superior intellect. Blah, blah, blah. Who crafted both the Hierophant's automaton and the Elfric's blast crystals. Wow, she's so smart.
Minister Lila, welcome. I hope your journey was a pleasant one.
Former Lady of Esfrost. The eldest daughter of the Esfrost family. Interesting. She's actually older than Thalos and Erica. I had no idea. That's kind of cool, actually. So Gustav was born first, followed by Frederica, then the twins. Still Cyrano's betrothed, though, so we haven't had the wedding yet. Her Rosella mother Olea fled from the holy state of Paisan during the Saltarian War.
You can scarcely imagine my surprise when I heard that King Roland had asked for me by name. In truth, I was unsure of whether or not to answer his summons. After everything I have done, I cannot imagine being worthy of such a lofty position.
Of course you are, Minister. After the Hyzantian people lost everything they believed in, you were the one who kept them together.
You also shared your research with the public. Countless lives were saved thanks to you.
I am flattered you think so. But in the end, it was I who
Don't we still have one more playthrough, though? We have 2 more playthroughs.
Haha! Come now! Let us save the catching up for later. We must be on our way to the castle. Where is your dear husband-to-be, Frederica?
Why is it still husband-to-be, though? Like, we ended the war.
He is with Benedict at Castle Wolfwood, discussing the prospects of the new salt crystal mines.
Like, when is the
They'll make
wedding?
their way here once they're finished.
So we learn in her final character story that Benedict and Eridor actually killed her parents in combat. So she was taken into Wolford after losing her parents and swears to do everything to repay that debt.
Lord Serenoa is as ardent to youth as always, I see.
We missed out on Eridor. Hopefully he'll say something else before the epilogue is over.
It has been an honor to serve.
Wait!
Why does he keep on trying to leave the house? Like, that's the third time this playthrough he's done it. The only son of Simone, a legendary warrior who has fallen ill. He is now Lord of House Wolford. No Saintly Seven, no former Saintly Seven, no anything like that. It's just Serenoa.
Where do you think you're going?
I strayed from the path of righteousness, my lord.
You speak of the day we all stood divided.
Indeed. Had you not been there to unite us, Lord Serenoa, I shudder to think what our fate might have been.
Well, we know.
Ever since then, I have been plagued by nightmares. Visions of Norzelia swallowed up in flames because of my foolish counsel.
Yep, that definitely happens.
But Norzelia has emerged stronger, and we could not have safeguarded her without you.
Literally.
My plan callously ignored Lady Frederica's people and would have driven King Roland away.
It definitely would have.
I failed you, both as steward to House Wolford and as a man. I have no right to be part of this realm's future.
Stop right
So much
there,
self-loathing.
Who among us has not once erred? What is important is that we learn from our mistakes. If you haven't the strength to stand after you fall, you must learn to lean on others. That is how we came this far. Whenever one of us became lost, the others helped us find our path. Is that not the way of your beloved House Wolford?
Lord Serenoa.
Our work has just begun. We must stand together to forge the best path forward. We cannot hope to do this without you. Pray remain with us, Benedict. House Wolford needs you. As do I.
I refuse. I refuse to abandon House Wolford and its lord.
There we go. That's more like it.
My allegiance lies with you, Lord Serenoa, now and forever.
Almost got bait and switched.
I am heartened to hear this, my friend.
I will not fail you, or this realm, my lord. Now then, you are on your way to the Crown City, if I am not mistaken. Let us make haste, so as not to keep King Roland waiting.
Yes. About that.
You still waver as to whether or not to divulge to him the truth.
There is nothing I can hide from you, Benedict. I know I should keep the secret for House Wolford's sake. And yet...
Do as your heart tells you, my lord. The bond between the two of you will not fray now.
Your words hearten me, Benedict. I now know what I must do.
Hey there, Roland. Turns out we're actually brothers all along. And I'm actually your older brother, and actually I should be king.
Serenoa? Is everything all right? There's still time until the ceremony.
King of Glenbrook, a young king who has reclaimed the kingdom from the Grand Duchy of Esfrost.
There is something I must tell you, Roland.
But of course, friend. What is it?
I want you to see this. It was given to me by my Lord Father before he passed.
A royal signet? But only those of the royal line are meant to have this. However, did Lord Simon come to possess it?
My father told me on his deathbed that it was given to him by King Regna to be passed on to me.
But that would mean...
Indeed. My mother, the Lady Destra, came to House Wolfort bearing His Majesty's child.
Then that makes us... brothers?
I am sorry, Roland. Perhaps I should have carried this secret to my grave, but I simply could not. I do not expect you to simply take me at my word. Pray, examine the ring for yourself.
There is no need. I trust Lord Simon's words.
You do?
Do you recall that fateful day, Serenoa? When our divergent convictions threatened to tear us apart?
I do. You, Frederica, and Benedict, you could not see eye to eye.
I lost sight of my duty as king and thought bending the knee to Hyzant would save us. I feel ashamed of my cowardice to this very day. But you were different. You never gave up. You found a path we were all willing to walk together. I think that more than proof enough of your royal blood. But no. Being king is not just a matter of lineage. A king must hold fast to his ideals and be a beacon of hope to his people. His ears must be attuned to the wishes of all, and his eyes must see all paths, even those not shown by the scales. Serenoa, my brother, you are capable of that and much more. I have no doubt you were meant to rule this realm.
Roland.
I will give you the throne, if you so wish it, and swear to see your will done.
I am flattered, but I must refuse. Your words now are proof enough of your kingship, Roland. The people are ever in your heart, and you've shown that you can look back and learn from your mistakes. Norcelia needs a king like you at its helm. I am Serenoa, son of Simon and Lord of House Wolfort, ever a faithful vassal to His Majesty.
This is better.
And his closest friend. I just could not go on living without telling you the truth.
Hewitt? Yep, thought so.
Your Majesty, everyone has arrived.
A relatively new member of the Kingsguard entrusted with Roland's protection, she dreamed of serving the crown from a young age and was appointed a position to the Kingsguard after years of hard work. We learned through her character story that she was actually beset by bandits, and Roland actually came by and saved her life. And after that, she became awe-stricken and eventually love-stricken by Roland, and pledged her life to basically becoming a Kingsguard. Started learning hawk riding, became one of the best members of the Kingsguard, became Roland's personal bodyguard, and also my favorite pick for the playthrough.
Thank you, Hewitt. Let us begin the ceremony.
Oh, Cordelia's still alive. Nice.
Thank you, everyone, for coming here today. The war is over, and we have reached an agreement on the salt crystals. They will be deemed property of the Norzelian people as a whole, and be distributed fairly across the land. Lord Svarog and Minister Lila, we cannot thank you enough for your help in this endeavor.
Think nothing of it, King Roland. But know that this is just the beginning of a new age.
He still says former Archduke of Esfrost, though. Like, who actually is the current Archduke of Esfrost?
Indeed. And in this new age, I hope that all of Norzelia can overcome the borders of our nations and join together as one. In order
Open
to do
borders?
so, Lenbrook wishes for an equal and peaceful union with Esfrost and Hyzant.
And the first steps toward that are self-governing territories, yes?
That makes sense. Yeah, so instead of it being like 3 big nations, they're going to be a whole bunch of city-states. Kind of like the United States of America, actually, where we have a federal government, technically, but most of the work is done by the states individually. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Correct. I will allow for free trade of goods, salt crystals included, between these territories. I will gradually ease the borders, while fostering awareness of a unified Norzelian people. I would like Lord Svarog to preside over the new Esfrosti territory.
Of course, King Roland. I will do all I can to achieve my son's vision.
Governor of Esfrosti Territory. There you go. He was granted governance over Esfrosti Territory by King Roland.
Minister Lila, I would like you to preside over the Hyzantian territory.
Gladly, King Roland.
Governor of the Hyzantian Territory. A researcher with superior intellect who oversees the Ministry of Medicine, a faculty for the study of life and magic. She was granted governance over the Hyzantian Territory by King Roland. So I guess now there is no
Presiding
Archduke.
over both Wolfort and the Rosellan territory.
Oh, Serenoa, I guess.
I would have none other than my dearest friend and companion, Serenoa Wolfort.
As you command, Your Majesty.
Governor of Wolfort and Rosellan Territories. Although probably, I feel like of Rosellan should probably be the governor of the Rosellan Territory. They could have added Jerome in here. Or maybe my marriage to Frederica makes me qualified enough. I don't know. They're also kind of new at the whole being free thing, so maybe they do need some amount of governance. But, you know, the Rosellan village that was in the Wolfort domain had been self-governed for quite a while, so it's fine. Since we're self-governing anyway, we can basically just have their own appointee, and then have them have it's basically like being a city within a state, where they can have their own governance within governance. Anyway, Governor of Wolfort and Rosellan Territory, the Lord of House Wolfort, was granted governance over the Wolfort and Rosellan Territory by his friend King Roland, and leads his people into a new era.
And I do believe that concludes the formalities. I have but one more order for you, Serenoa.
Ask and it shall be done.
If you insist. I order you and Lady Frederica to have your long overdue wedding at the soonest opportunity.
How appropriate.
What?
Roland, there are still so many matters to attend to. We couldn't possibly.
Well, that's an order from your king.
This is an order from your sworn leader. You dare not refuse, Lord Wolfort.
Let's go, Roland.
Roland.
What better to mark the start of an era of unity than a wedding? You will be my nephew in no time, Lord Serenoa.
This is peak Roland.
I know it is sudden, but shall we, Frederica?
I would like nothing more.
Got Hasabara in there, Archibald, Cordelia, the Rosellan kid, Jens is there as well.
I never expected to see
Lila.
all these familiar faces here. It is a true testament to the path they walk together.
Indeed. This is not only a celebration for Glenbrook and the Roselle, but Esfrost and Hyzant as well.
Their union will become a symbol of the new era.
A new dawn is breaking over Norzelia, and I am honored to be here to see it.
Young Lord's all grown up now. Feels like it was just yesterday when he was no higher than my knee.
An experienced soldier and commander out of Wolfort's forces, he has served Simon alongside Benedict since the Salt Iron War and continues to do whatever he can for his loyal retainer of House Wolfort, or as a loyal retainer of House Wolfort. Finally, Eridor said something.
I feel the same about Frederica. She was always alone, yet today she is someone's bride. This is the happiest day of my life.
My friends, it would appear the young couple is ready to begin. Without further ado, let us commence the ceremony.
I wonder if they're going to show the dress.
Please welcome the bride and groom, Frederica Esfrost and Sarah Noah Wolfort.
Probably as the ending screen. Man, that was a good ending. I don't know how the devs did it, but they somehow made it so that every single character that when you're playing through the game, you're like, man, you know, this person isn't really that bad. They're just kind of like a victim of the circumstances. And like, I don't really feel good about killing them. They managed to keep almost all of them alive. The only one that didn't make it was Sycris, really. But like everyone that where you were like, I bet this person is actually good at it and like good on the inside. Like the people that where we were like, oh, I don't care if we kill them, like Camcel or like Gusadolf, things like that, where you just got the opportunity to kill them. And the people that, you know, that we wanted to save, we were able to save them. It was like really well done. Like, I don't think that anyone's unhappy about any of the things that happened in the golden ending. Like, I actually am glad that we don't get to be king here, and that Roland gets to stay being king. And there was like not a single misstep. Very impressive. Herald and Potato Murder, yeah. So it's Sorsley End, being able to kill him because he was just corrupt. You know, everyone that was bad, they got their just desserts. I guess technically Rufus didn't actually do anything or like didn't get punished, but he's just like a mercenary. Like people paid him money to do something, and in certain like basically you know, Silvio died as well, and oh man, there's Eridor using his signature move Provoke. Ever since we got Provoke TP -1, Eridor is just unstoppable. Like being able to provoke everyone around him, 75% chance of each target every single turn, is just too good. This is a good time to talk about the next playthrough. I mentioned this once on stream, but the plan is the next time we do this is going to be a Roland-centric story where we're going to do everything in order to support Roland for the first 17 chapters. We're going to protect him against Esfrost. We're going to fight you know, Avlora at our castle gates for him, burn down our whole town for him. We're going to keep his identity a secret when we go to Esfrost. we're going to stay at the castle and help him deal with the royalist, even though we could be protecting the Rosellan village or going to see Simone and stopping his assassination. We're going to do absolutely everything possible for the Roland's sake. And then in chapter 17, when he gives up and falls into despair and decides to give up the entire kingdom for Hyzant, our rage at all the stuff that we've been doing in order to help him along all this time will bubble over, and we'll side with Benedict and go to Esfrost aid, which will cause Roland to fight against us and get him kicked out of the party. So I think that thematically and from a story perspective, it'll actually be really good. Because like you could actually see a movie like that. And that's basically like, you know, the Star Wars not originally, but the Star Wars prequel trilogy, where like everyone's bending over backwards to save Anakin, and then he just falls to the dark side and then has to be expunged. So that's kind of where we're going with that. I don't know what so that's the story gimmick for. I've already determined all the choices that we'll be making in that playthrough. I haven't really decided on what the gameplay mechanics are going to be though, like what our gimmick is going to be. Is this going to be the playthrough where we have the viewers choose our units? Like, I don't really know what we're doing to that end. Since most of the story stuff we've already seen, it would be nice to kind of quickly get through the battles, which we kind of did. We did at the beginning of this playthrough when everything was, when nothing was new. We were just like quickly going through all the different story stuff. Like we did like 5 chapters in one sitting. Well, yeah, and then. This is a good scene. I liked that scene. That was a good one. Also worth noting, we only are missing one more character in the game. But unfortunately, after this playthrough, there'll still be one more path that we won't have gone through yet. So we'll have to do one more playthrough in order to do another chapter 10 that we haven't seen yet. So that'll be good to do. I don't know when we'll start that playthrough. Or start those playthroughs. We might spend a couple of weeks focusing on Final Fantasy XII. Next week, I'm not even going to be streaming at all because I'll be on a boat. But once we get back for the final week of October, we might end up focusing on Final Fantasy XII for a bit. Start them today. I don't think we might not even stream again today. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. There are a lot of other games that we need to get through. Probably by the time we're actually done with all the playthroughs, this will be the longest time put into a game on this channel. Currently, we're still trailing behind Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was about 210 hours. But we're at 200 hours right now. So without a doubt, we're definitely going to surpass Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Who was the MVP of this run? That's interesting. I don't know who the MVP of this run in particular was. Trying to think who we could not have done this without. I feel like we're pretty strong at this point. Yeah, if it were anyone, it would probably be Eridor, because when we did chapter 19, well, no, we actually would have been fine in that chapter as well. So in chapter 18, part 3, when we had Eridor, it was pretty important for him to taunt Camcel and keep him at bay. But like, that was really his main thing for that battle. Okay, this is gonna be weird, right? Hear me out. I think that Azana actually is the MVP of this playthrough. At every place where we had Azana, in chapter 19 and in chapter 18 part 2 with the paralysis, and like in chapter 19 when we fought Layla and put down the rain in order to slow the enemy's movement. Because one main issue with these later maps is that there's so many enemies that you have to have a way to fight only a couple of them at a time. And one way of doing that is using, provoke, right? But another way of doing that is actually stopping them from moving, or paralyzing them, or like, all this other stuff. Azana put in a lot of work for the last couple of chapters in going into this battle. I'm trying to remember who was really important for the other missions, like before we got to chapter 17, and no one in particular is standing out to me for this playthrough. It's been so long ago since we did those, but if I had to guess right now, without looking at all of the battles and seeing what everyone did, it's either gotta be Azana, or they're obviously easy ones, right? Like Yin's put down the trap that let us put Edor into the corner. Quahog was the one to actually put him on that trap using his teleport, using his space magic. Eridor has taunt, obviously. Gila, basically every map that she's in, she just makes sure that everyone has an auto revive. Anna was pivotal for letting us actually win chapter 18 part 1, which was the most difficult of the maps, as well as Huette and Trish. And that was them opening the door for the wedding here. And then this is our photo. Right? Or is there going to be a cutscene? No, it's just the photo. Nice. Take a little picture there. They did it! Look! It's Layla and Quahog! Oh man, this is truly the golden ending. They thought I was going to not see that? Let's see what other things we got here. Well, we don't have Huette with Roland, but we do have Roland on this side with Cordelia, which is nice. Jens is here as well. Gila. Eridor. Lionel in the back. Avalora. Jerome with Hasabara. That's Claris, I believe. Svarog with the Tears. Milo. Anna. Archibald. Huette, Benedict. This is my favorite part right here, though. Oh, unfortunately I can't crop that. I'll crop it later. Let's see, does it capture the zoom part? Oh no, the zoom doesn't actually do anything about it. Am I able to crop it here? No, okay. Wait, there's no way to crop this, right? Sharing and editing, send a smartphone, add text. I'll figure it out later. This truly is the best ending. It really is. That was quite wonderful. Yes. So now we'll save once again over this here. And now we have yet another... Oh. Look at this. There's a new opening title screen now. With new music. Oh, with the vocal lines. Ooh. I was wondering how to get this. This is on the soundtrack, but I had never heard it in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it, don't worry. It is definitely gonna copyright strike me, but that's okay. What is that? That was awesome. was a really good opening. The epilogue to the epilogue. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. We'll be back at some point in time. If you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, that was a really well done cinematic, by the way. That was like way better than the first one that I played at the beginning of the first playthrough. Because they showed like all their final powers at the end as well, which is very nice, as well as like a whole bunch of ending spoiler stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. I'll be back at some point in time with something. Who knows? As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.